Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Wahlberg, your podcast performance coach with another actionable tip so you can grow your authority, generate leads, and convert with ease. Today's tip is create better systems so your podcast doesn't drain your time bank. Is your podcast starting to feel like a total time suck? It's time to add some productivity to your production process. A client of ours recently had a baby. Now, I don't have any kids, but if there's one thing you don't need firsthand experience to know, is that babies are total energy vampires. Am I right? Come on. I mean, when you have a child, your priorities shift to spending as much time with your new bundle of joy as possible. Dodged a bullet there. Anyway, our client was realizing that her time was spread a bit thin, and suddenly the time she used to spend on her podcast felt like too much time. But the last thing she wanted to do was give up her podcast because it's a fantastic lead generator for her. The answer is more efficiency. You don't need to have a new baby to benefit from having a more efficient and productive production process. So today, I'm not giving you one, but I'm going to give you 5 pro tips that will help you save time and be a more streamlined podcaster. Tip number 1, plan ahead. Some podcasters do this, some podcasters don't. I recommend to all of my clients that they have a 90-day content calendar so they know exactly what's coming up and when. This clarity will save you time and energy. Plus, it plays into a few more of our upcoming tips. Tip number 2, use AI for different parts of the production process. You can use AI to help you develop topics to fill up that content calendar. It can help with creating script outlines, brainstorm question ideas for your interviews, and after the recording session, it can help with some of the back-end production pieces too, like show notes, transcripts, social media posts, and other promotional content. For more on using AI for your podcast, check out episodes 175 and 176, plus the bonus in between those two. Podcast production efficiency tip number 3, ABP. Always be producing. If you approach the process with a producer's mindset, you can see the pieces coming together and be far more efficient in creating them. For example, during interviews, start a clock and have a pen and paper handy during recording sessions so you can mark down notes for your editor or yourself about what should stay and what should go, where you guys got off the rails and such. If you're doing a solo show, it still helps to make notes so you can remember where you made pickups or did multiple takes and which one goes where. This will take some practice, but it can save you a ton of time. Tip number 4. This is a bit of a catch-all. Have systems. I could do a whole episode on systems, and maybe I should. Send me a note if you'd like to hear that. But for now, here are a few systems you should have in place to make sure that you're organized, aka not wasting time trying to find shit. Have a folder system for managing your recordings. Every episode gets its own folder, and that includes a file naming protocol. Have a time management system. This might include time blocking on your calendar, deadlines for essential elements for the production process, a centralized communication hub if you have a team, even if that's just an editor. Templates also fall into this big category of systems. You can save a ton of time using templates for things like your production template, which includes all of your sound elements, show outline, show notes templates, email templates, social media templates. Templates save time and systems save your sanity. All right, and the last one, tip number 5, batch record. If you can do steps in batches or bulk, you will save time. This is especially true for recording if you don't have a permanent studio. Simply plan to record more than one interview or solo episode in one sitting. This is easier to do if you batch the other parts of production, like outlining multiple scripts at once, setting aside your research in a big block of time, or doing outreach emails all at once. When it comes to batch recording, you'll need to figure out your own limits. How many can you record with fantastic energy before your voice starts to sound strained? Everyone's vocal endurance is a little different. I know I hit my limit after 2 hours. Luckily, my episodes are all short. And would you look at that? It's time to wrap this up. So if you want to be more productive, regardless of whether a baby is to blame for your need to be efficient, look for time savings by having a plan. Take advantage of AI, having a producer's mindset at all times, creating and using smart systems, and batching tasks when you can. Now, there is one popular quote unquote time-saving production tip that a lot of people are touting, and that is to let AI do your editing.
Nope.
Boo! I hate this. I really do.
I hate it.
This is just me, but I can always tell because the edits sound so robotic with every breath removed or clipped. It sounds awful. Real people actually breathe when they speak. If you want to use an AI system to do the big edits, that might be fine as long as you or your editor do the finesse work. You put all this time and effort into your show to build your authority. The last thing you want is for your listener to question if you're even a real person. And I hope that's just the tip you need. Want to get your hands on my templates and sexy systems? These are a part of my 2 coaching programs, my Concept to Casting podcast launch program and the podcast tune-up. Let's find out if one of them is right for you. Book your free 15-minute coaching session with me. Click the link in the show notes or visit podcastperformancecoach.com and hit that big orange button to access my calendar. That's podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Ahlberg. See ya!